Travis Barker makes bombshell accusations against Kim Kardashian, accusing her of blackmailing her own sister Kourtney Kardashian in an unexpected turn in the Kardashian saga. Travis Barker has stated unequivocally that Kim subjected Kourtney to acts of blackmail. "My sister used my wedding as a business opportunity because that is who she is at her core. Being open and honest and sharing a lot of ourselves is what she does best." However, it seems like for the past few years, Kourtney hasn't really been open about her personal life on camera. It's almost like it was taboo to talk about her personal life on camera. The family's conduct the incident highlights the intense emotions, rivalries, and power dynamics that can arise in celebrity families, especially one as well-known and powerful as the Kardashians. Meanwhile, Kourtney is furious that Kim and Khloe are using Scott to plot against her, and Travis is vehemently against this situation. According to recent Kardashian news, the sisters are currently engaged in another heated argument that appears to be intensifying. Scott's history includes giving her emotional grief during their previous relationship, whereas Kourtney finds solace and Travis to have a protecting attitude. Now, for those of you who may not be up to date with the Kardashian affairs, pun intended, allow me to recount current occurrences. The love relationship between Scott and Kourtney ended quite some time ago, and she is now very pleased with Travis. It's important to recognize the multiple difficulties Kourtney faced when she was dating Scott. It's well known that he turned out to be an unreliable friend and an overtly poisonous person. As a result of his behavior, Kourtney frequently faced ridicule and had to cry. Even though it was meant just in jest, the gravity of the circumstance forced Kourtney to make a life-changing decision about parenting, leading her to give birth to her children alone, even when she was pregnant. Scott treated her like she had a disease, and his behavior continued after she had a kid when he put pressure on her to lose the weight she had gained as quickly as possible, a demand driven only by his own preferences. Amazingly, he even claimed that she had tricked him into becoming a parent by manipulating her pregnancy, which is just the tip of the emotional misery he caused. After her recovery, Kourtney began a rigorous therapy journey to explore her inner self and came to the elusive realization that Scott was harmful to her well-being. This epiphany occurred as Kourtney began dating Travis, a man who fulfills all of her long-held desires, exudes affection, offers unwavering support, and acts as a shield of protection around her. Following her breakup with Scott, Kourtney made great strides in moving forward, finally finding solace and happiness with Travis. However, Kim didn't feel the same way. Kim felt that Kourtney should have nurtured and protected her emotions. Unfortunately, Kim and Khloe crossed a line this time that could not be ignored. They decided to bring Scott back into the storyline of the show, which required discussions with all parties involved, including Kourtney. The delicate subject of having her emotionally manipulative ex back on the show is brought up. In order to express her feelings, Kourtney said, "I sense a contrived attempt at forging a connection. If a relationship feels forced, perhaps it shouldn't be pursued." It was stated that Scott's goal for participating on the show was to redefine the conversation by revealing an unexpected perspective on the subject and throwing light on previously undiscovered thoughts. In the story that surrounded his reputation, he aimed to show personal development and show his current upward trajectory. In the beginning, Kourtney thought his engagement would be restricted to a few episodes with little screen time. However, reality took a different turn, and she ultimately gave her approval for his participation out of concern for her children. She hoped to give Scott a chance to make amends and prevent him from becoming tarnished. For those who are unfamiliar with the specifics, his image Scott's questionable conduct persisted. Beyond emotional problems with Kourtney, there are also personal challenges. His continual negative behavior, combined with other factors, most clearly reflected his nature. Given this context, Scott's close proximity to Kourtney was undoubtedly difficult for her, which is understandable. Unfortunately, Khloe and Kim chose to ignore these significant issues in their eagerness to target their own sister with veiled insult. The measured strategy appeared to be on track for success, but Kourtney's situation has changed considerably. Kourtney has undergone considerable counseling, resulting in personal growth and healing. Additionally, she now has Travis's unshakable support and his protective role by her side. However, Kourtney's current circumstance is very different, which raises more questions for her. Despite being initially led to assume that Scott would merely make passing cameos in order to promote redemption, his involvement has considerably surpassed those initial expectations, as Kourtney discovers with the extensive screen time given to him. In response to a statement, Kourtney is well aware of the manipulator behind Scott's amplified role. In contrast to financial wealth, Kourtney emphasizes the value of human memories, saying that the emphasis is on cherishing experiences, especially ones that involve her kids, like a sentimental Christmas card. Nay claimed that if I'm not thriving, at least I'm trying my hardest, and that's why I chose not to be around people that always bring me down. Rudin's intention to emotionally unsettle Kourtney is the driving force behind Kim and Khloe's choice to increase Scott's appearance on the show. Their actions reflect their unwillingness to see their sister's happiness and joy. According to a theory put forth by fans, Kourtney's happiness irritates Kim and Khloe, who are thought to be the driving force behind their motivations. Kourtney is currently expecting a child with Travis and is living the long-awaited dream she has long envisioned with him. They planned Scott's involvement specifically because they thought it would cause Kourtney enough emotional instability to endanger her relationship with Travis. However, Kourtney is steadfast in her stance. She is aware of Kim and Khloe's motivations and is determined not to fall prey to their tricks again. Together as a group, while some fans think Kourtney and Travis are in a love bubble, it's important to realize that this cocoon of love acts as a shield protecting her from the pain that Kim and Khloe want to inflict on her. Kourtney and Travis stand strong against the onslaught, and the strength of their bond is the source of concern for Kim and Khloe. It's critical to understand that Kourtney has real, ingrained feelings. These feelings are not just fabrications. They have origins and importance that go